Strength in the Shadows, the podcast where we fearlessly navigate the art of building discipline, cultivating grit, mastering resilience, and unlocking true potential. Surpass your limits and join us on this journey of transformation as we unapologetically explore the intersection of fitness, mindset, and unwavering accountability. Welcome, my friend. Let's go. Episode 21. We did it. We actually pulled it off. I'm honestly in shock right now. I could not have done it without you. For sharing this episode, right? For sharing this podcast, for liking and subscribing on YouTube there, for sending this to family and friends, to tuning in, right? To the downloads, all of it. It took an army. I could not have done it without you. Thank you so much. It's official. Strength in the Shadows podcast is officially now in the top 1% of podcasts in the world. Yes, we did it. Now, it's not rocket science. And at the end of each episode, you'll often hear it, right? Keep going. That's exactly what we did. We just kept going. So, for example, 2 million podcasters out there, right? 2 million podcasts. Did you know 90% of podcasts will stop by episode 3? That's right. Podcast doesn't take off in that first, 2 or 3 episodes. Most people quit, 90% of people. So of that 2 million that started and had a great idea and was going to deliver content and show up for the people, nope. 1.8 million just left the chat. That's right, 1.8 million just quit. So now there are 200,000 podcasts left. So hey, keep going. Stick with your commitment. Don't stop. And that's exactly what we did. Did you know? Of the 200,000 people that are left, right? 200,000 podcasts that did not quit, only 90% of those will make it past episode 20. So now, if you get to episode 21, you are now in the top 1% of podcasts in the world. 21. That was the number. And before starting Strength in the Shadows podcast, it was ingrained in my mind. It was a test for myself, right? Not only with discipline, but of course, commitment and having some self-respect or pride. I said I was going to start something. I was going to do something. So, hey, whether we like it or not, whether we're feeling it or not, it does not matter. We continue forward and we will release at least 21 episodes. Hey, after 21 episodes, if it doesn't make sense anymore, if you're not enjoying it, if people aren't getting value, if you're wasting their time and, of course, wasting your own, hey, it's not for everyone. All good. But you know what? You at least tried. You gave it your all. You said you were going to post on this date, and for 21 straight weeks, you actually did it. No weeks off, no weeks skipped. You know what? There aren't many things out there that I'm super proud of, but at least with this and the community that we built, and time in and time after, you guys tuning in and supporting the episodes and sending me texts or DMs or phone calls, right? Telling me about what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, what you'd like to hear, right? All feedback, positive and negative. Seriously, dude, really, really appreciate it. And to those that haven't said anything, that haven't liked and subscribed, that haven't shared, but you've at least downloaded or tuned in and at least gave it a shot, thank you as well. Everyone matters. Every single one of you matters. Thank you so much in advance. And I started this podcast while I was in Bozeman, Montana, right? Can you believe it? That was in what? The summertime. So August, September timeframe. And boom, 21 weeks later, here we are. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, didn't matter. We still put our sorry ass in this van. I guess we never left, right? Hashtag van life. We sat our ass down here and boom, made the episodes, and thus far we have enjoyed it. Been telling you a lot of different stories, different genres, so to speak. Some more serious, right? Serious episodes, and of course, others that are lighthearted. We've held nothing back. We stayed transparent through it all. And of course, got uncomfortable. Some episodes got emotional. Some episodes screaming our faces off, dropping F-bombs like it's going out of style. But that's us. That's me. I said I was not going to hold anything back. And some people said, hey, before you start this podcast, I'd highly consider making it PG or family friendly, right? Keep the language down. Try not to scream, try not to yell. But my friends, then we'd be holding back. I'm not swearing at people. I'm just using some colorful language when I especially get amped up and fired up, right? When the passion is flowing. It's like in my Instagram stories or in my posts, right? Or sometimes in my videos. You see me get starry-eyed there. I almost black out, screaming, smiling into the camera. You see the ferocious energy coming out of me. I can't see you. I can't hear you. I'm just letting it out. And I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to stop. That's who we are. Of course, people will love that. And of course, people will hate it. No matter what we do, no matter what we've done, there will always be people who complain. There will always be people who have a problem with it. So you know what? Fuck them. Fuck every single one of them. They don't matter. Stick to you, right? Stay with your truth there. And deliver, man. Show up for you. And in time, momentum builds, and you ride that momentum. Always room for improvement, right? This podcast especially, we're always trying to get better. And that is one cool thing about podcasting, right? The more episodes you do, the more comfortable you get with the microphone, the more comfortable you get on camera, of course, right? Production gets a little bit easier. You have hacks or nicks and knacks that you can essentially manipulate to expedite content. It's fun, man. It's interesting. I've learned a ton through this. And to anyone out there who's considering starting a podcast, do I recommend it? You know, if it makes sense to you and you're willing to fulfill your commitment of making X number of episodes, and you are okay and fine with not that many people listening, especially in the beginning, yes, go for it. You don't need to spend a ton of money. Okay, you can watch a few YouTube videos, use your phone or your laptop, buy a cheap microphone. You don't need a crazy setup. You don't need to be in a van to do this, right? That's the beautiful thing about podcasting. You can really do it from anywhere. It doesn't take much. There aren't many startup costs. But I'll tell you, reps and sets. Getting more and more comfortable with the microphone. Maybe you're interviewing people, right? That's a talent. That's a skill. Active listening. Sometimes that can be challenging for people. You can't get better at it until you start. So you know what? Don't overthink it. If you want to start a podcast, go for it. Maybe you're solo. Maybe you're with a group of your friends. Maybe family members. Or once again, maybe you're interviewing people in person or via Skype or Zoom. Whatever makes sense to you. Whatever you can sustain and continue to work on, dude, go for it. Why not? So with this podcast, what's good? What's happening? Where are we going? So you'll probably hear the intro or the outro of my podcast change pretty soon if it hasn't already. We're putting something together. Team's working hard. And these solo episodes, man, right? It's been a ton of fun. It's been super rewarding. I'm literally giving you all my stories, putting everything into it. And I've really enjoyed it, truthfully. It has been fun. We're going to mix things up a little bit, though. And I'm going to need your help, especially now coming up. Strength in the Shadows podcast. We'll continue to put out solo episodes. Don't you worry. Will solo episodes be dropping every single week going forward? I can't guarantee or promise that. But what I can guarantee is that we're about to level up, right? We're taking a turn here. We're maneuvering. Semper Gumby, as the Marines say, right? Always flexible. Going forward, especially in this new year, right? 2024, new year, new us. We're going to go and start interviewing people. That's right, in person. Strength in the Shadows podcast, right here in the van. We're tackling the road there. And I'm looking at some options, but I want to hear from you guys. Who do you want us to interview? Who would you like us to meet? We'll pull up with the van. Boom. They get a little taste here of some van life. We'll sit down, have some conversations, keep it real, keep it authentic, holding nothing back once again. But I do want to incorporate high performance, right? High worth, driven, committed, unique, and interesting people that have something to say and that can deliver and bring value to all of you listening. I need your help, though. With anyone you want to hear, please let me know. Send me a DM. Drop a comment on a reel. Shoot me a text if you have my number, right? I need to hear from you guys. At the same time, too, spreading the word. Say there's X, Y, or Z individual that you want me to interview or drive to them to get after it, maybe in a workout, and of course, boom, have an episode here in the van. Get to know them, put out some great content for you guys. Hit them up too. Let them know that Strength in the Shadows podcast is now in the top 1% of podcasts in the world, and you'd love to see them on this show. Spread the word to them, spread the word to me, boom. Stars may align, timing may work out, and hey, we'll get some awesome people here in the van, and we'll be all over the country. Hell, maybe one day all over the world. But step by step, we'll continue to grow. Once again, thank you so much for helping me here. The team really appreciates it. Definitely could not do it without you. And there's still a lot of work to be done. So like I said, keep me posted. Need ideas. Putting together an itinerary or tour or schedule. And we'll make it happen and get some awesome people once again here in the van to once again deliver and make Strength in the Shadows podcast that much better. Keep grinding. Keep working. No excuses. Don't stop. Don't quit. We'll continue to take it one day at a time, right? One episode at a time. And hey, it's the new year, right? 2024. It's the year of no chill. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. As we come to a close, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to each and every one of you for joining us on this transformative journey. If you found value in our discussions and stories, I would greatly appreciate it if you could take a moment to leave a review for my podcast. Your reviews not only fuel my passion for creating meaningful content, but also allow others to discover this empowering space. Your support truly makes a difference. All links are in the description. Thank you for being an essential part of this dynamic community. Goodbye for now, and remember, keep going.